Welcome back, everyone. We're here with our final best of 3 of the day on Join Dota Red with myself, Gareth, and Trent, as we get ourselves into the draft of Immortals against Evil Geniuses. A best of 3 here for the ESL One Hamburg major qualifiers for North America. Of course, the Immortals, 5 Koreans over in NA, picked up by, of course, Immortals, the team. Looking pretty good, honestly, as EG having a bit of a dip, hopefully. I'll find their stride in this one as Trent. This is going to be a completely different draft. We're going to see completely different heroes. I just feel it coming.
Yep, brand new region. We're moving across the world today, folks. We started in SCA, we moved to Europe, and now we have come to the greatest region, of course, NA Dota at its finest. The new team that we were hyping up before it had even existed. We were close. Coach March is still missing.
Yep.
But we believe that he will eventually make it here, guys. You got to believe in something in your life, and that's what I choose to believe in. It is my religion, the religion of March. Cross
all your fingers and all your toes. He's still tagged up in on Steam or in Dota as Navy.March. Every time I see him playing a game, playing a pub, I'm like, oh, if only he would return. The March Roar, the March Spirit Breaker. I mean, isn't he the original 17% Bash God?
I mean, well, that would be Dubu, be the original 70% Bash God.
No, because March was playing before Dubu, and March played a ton of Spirit Breaker.
No, I just picture. I mean, to me, Dubu was like the God Spirit Breaker, though.
Okay. I just can't remember when that whole meme started. Oh well. Oh well. We'll go back through the annals of history, and we'll work it out someday. We'll work it out someday. Get the meme historians on it. Immortals, I've not been given IO or Night Stalker, removing the Spirit Breaker as well as the Nature's Prophet. Actually, before we get into this, Danger is Sumail and Kaisa, whatever that is Arteezy. Kise.
Yeah, I'm sure someone in chat will fulfill us of what the anime nomenclature properly pronounced states, but yeah, that's Arteezy.
If it's anime, if it's Japanese, it's probably Kisei then, right?
That would be my assumption, but I don't know.
Because you pronounce each of your syllables with equal inflection and power.
Wow, thank you. Good to know. How balanced.
Yes, it's
important. It's very yin and yang.
It is Japanese. I mean, I don't speak Japanese but I like languages, right? So I know like random trash bits of trivia about languages. So yeah, it's very important to keep the balance of.
Did you like my use of yin and yang because it's Chinese? See, it's funny. It's like
hilarious. Dude.
Casually not knowing what you're talking about. It's perfect. How about a Korean team? This is really, we got a Korean team. We got some Japanese names and Chinese philosophy. We're all over the world today. We have circled the globe. Actually, yeah, with SEA, with it being a Korean team, we really have gone everywhere. We're back to where we started this morning.
Full circle.
Yeah, but. Oh, what's going to be? All right, we're going to get the crit Kunkka. So, well, geez, we really are coming full circle. The very first start of the day, we were talking about heroes that are showing up in China. You were saying that Kunkka was one of the heroes you saw a bunch in China, but we weren't seeing in SCA. We didn't see it in Europe. And I said this morning, well, we saw crit picking some Kunkka last night. The Dota never stops right now. It's insane. All of these qualifiers, minors, majors. There's some other tournaments on the side that you guys haven't even seen all these qualifiers for. Trust us, we were casting them. And... So here he is. The Kunkka returns.
There are so many games happening.
You ready for an Oracle?
The Oracle here? Sure.
Yep.
Purge off the ice armor. Save people.
I like it with the Kunkka. Yeah, it's so good against Kunkka. You have so long to save people.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty funny. People were coming into chat, 30 minutes ago, an hour ago, and they were saying, how is EG playing against Immortals in 50 minutes? Liquipedia says this, and Ghostly Gamer says that. And I didn't realize until quite late that they actually play against the Immortals twice today. They play against the Immortals here in the ESL Hamburg, and then they play against them in about 3 hours' time, something like that. So it's pretty much straight after the series, right? Maybe a bit of a break between, but they play against the Immortals in Starladder, like directly after. It's crazy.
I lost my coin flip, dude. My 50-50 chance on AA or Oracle, and I lost. I really liked it. I was with you, man. Like the debuff on the Lich, and then the saves against Kunkka. But AA, of course, offers a whole bunch of different possibilities and options for your team. You get these big global combos. You get good lane dominance with a Sven or a CK or something like that. And then even when AA wasn't popular, the rare times we'd see him would also sometimes come with the rare times of Venomancer. This was quite the combo where you would just get off a Veno ulti and an AA blast, and people just died.
They just died.
You just whittle them down with the Poison Nova, and you're like, oh, well, Poison Nova's not lethal. It only takes them to 1 HP shatter, you know. Void.
Yeah, I was just about to ask you. Hey, Trent, what do you feel about Void?
Yeah, for either team, honestly. EG has the first pick out. I bet you they're banning Bloodseeker. Okay, what's the other hero they ban here that means they're picking Void?
10 seconds.
Silencer? No, I don't know about AA Silencer. This is the thing, like Oracle as well, but then you don't want AA Oracle.
Earthshaker.
Earthshaker.
Shaker. Okay, so they banned Shaker.
What about
and
Bat?
Then...
Bat Rider.
That's fair too, I suppose, because it'd be safe lane. Okay, Monkey King. Okay, all right. That means it could be a universe. Faceless Void. Of course, I guess would be the assumed one anyway, because he's so good at it. But we've also been kind of harping on the viability of the off-lane Void. Doesn't seem nearly as strong as the safe lane Void lately.
No, it really hasn't. People have been trying to do the whole safe lane build with Tread's mom into like Diffusal Blade or whatever. We've seen a couple of people deviate though from that, because I felt that was the build that people really started to lock into, was the carry Void build from the off lane. But then the other day we started seeing Aghanims and Blink Daggers and actual initiation items getting themselves into the team fights. But Monkey King, Lone Druid, taken out of the game. As we get into our third pick for Evil Geniuses, and this is where things start to open up a little bit.
10 seconds remaining.
Where we start to see their real damage sources.
Puck is also still in. And okay, well, he's got a thing on his head that kind of looks like Chronosphere, and he kind of has the same shaped head as Faceless Void, so clearly the mind reading was just a little bit off there. It was a blurry picture. Underlord. That's an NA hero right now, I feel like. I don't see him anywhere else.
He has some circle spells as well, you know? He's got a bunch of circles he puts down. And he does damage and traps people in, so yeah, you were very, very close there. But Underlord in the off lane for Universe. So I guess that's going to be your Pipe, your Greaves, your Force Staff carrier, that full utility out from Underlord. And he is incredibly difficult to kill. You know, you think about AA and combos with that. You think about Sven, the Chaos Knight. These heroes that in lane can look to burst down the off laner, kill them off quickly, find a couple of good kills, and then you start pulling harder. You start farming jungle, stacking up, and you kind of force the opponent to leech experience or farm jungle themselves. Underlord doesn't really suffer that much. He's tanky, he's annoying, he gets up in your face, and then you think about mid-game as well. Sven and CK, who Immortals probably are looking towards picking, or were until the Underlord, because of his aura, reducing all of that damage of those physical damage dealers.
Well, especially because Sven, because of the God Strength, adds strength. It's not even adding flat damage, which is something that Underlord doesn't affect. Like, it's all about that base damage, and because you're getting a giant buff of strength, he destroys Sven. He makes your life extremely sad. But we will get our Shaker, the assumed pick. Although we've been missing out with him on other regions. With AA, Veno, this is a very stable opener of 3 heroes. It's hard to disagree with that pick.
Oh, sure is. Now you've got long-range initiation as well. Some pretty good setups. Fissure into Ice Blast. And Earthshaker's pretty good against heroes like Kunkka as well, because Kunkka likes to slip between lanes, find a little place to hide, and then maybe wait 15-20 seconds for that moment to strike with an X or a Torrent. Earthshaker does the same thing, but a little bit further back, and then he can Fissure block people away, stop that initiation from coming in, especially onto squishy heroes like Veno and AA early on into the game. And now you've got an EG Queen of Pain for Sumail. That nuke damage, that Earthshaker Fissure is very important to stop the damage coming through, to stop those initiations.
Yeah, Shaker is much better defensively than Kunkka, that is for sure. Kunkka is not really, like, you have to hit some pretty badass torrents to be a saving hero as Kunkka. Whereas it's quite a bit easier when you have the Shaker. But Queen of Pain, that is interesting to me. I have not been seeing a lot of success with this hero across the regions, especially considering Puck's still in the pool. But they just feel like they need a little bit more damage. They already have a lot of control from the Kunkka and the Underlord, so it's understandable. It's so interesting that like some teams would so prefer like Earth Spirit across these. Like he hasn't been touched or banned out at all. You might even consider him just to be straight up better in terms of team fight. compared to Kunkka, but Kunkka definitely offers way more chase potential, the constant Xing and stuff. Do they have any other way to abuse this? Like maybe like a safe lane? Oh, Ember's actually already banned. But like any other heroes to abuse X? Hard to get them at the safe lane, really. It's much more of a mid lane thing.
Oh, Trent, Immortals do have a page on Dota Buff. It's just broken where it doesn't link to some of their past games, but they do have a page, right? I've got their draft thing open now. I was looking desperately on QO's profile, like going through a bunch of the games to see what they've been picking, like Monkey King and PA and Bloodseeker. But it took far too long, so I stopped after like 3 or 4 games. Like, nah, this isn't worth it.
5 seconds
But
remaining.
Well,
Kiro comes out. That's something they've been picking a little bit here and there. Not really any.
seeing quite a bit of it
Radiant
today
team
as well. And that's probably off lane, right?
I believe so. Yeah, because they've had like Spirit Breaker Oracle Jakiro. They've had Jakiro with what Avoid AA Spirit Breaker. Yeah, so it's been the majority of the time off lane Jakiro, it appears, or some kind of 3-roll Jakiro anyway.
10
Nikwas was
seconds
very
remaining.
good today
yeah.
as well.
That's top notch.
5
SFT
seconds
took
remaining.
down OG. If you guys missed it, it was something.
It really was.
Radiant
OG looked a
team
little
pick.
bit, I don't know, lackluster. Maybe they're under the weather. A few little lag problems here and there as well for Jirax, which we saw. But SFT played incredibly well. Well drafted all around. But AM, Sven, final bans as we do look for these potential one-roll heroes. I mean,
10
Immortals with the
seconds
Venomance are
remaining.
likely to head towards the mid lane. Does need a hero that goes safe
5
lane here just to
seconds
try and
remaining.
own everyone.
Don't like the idea of a drow strat in this game. I think with the Underlord
Oh, no.
aura, it's pretty scary. And everything else they can purchase. We'll grab the Lina for the mid. So safe lane Veno, Lina mid versus the Queen of Pain.
Okay.
Just general early push. Weak Roche taking possibilities, I would say, for Immortals would be the first thing I see. They have good team fight around it, but the best thing they have is Venomancer. Could be a while
10
before they get it
seconds
down.
remaining.
Maybe he'll go safe lane with like the Solar Crest and stuff.
5
We'll see.
seconds remaining.
They massively
EG had time to
outrange
respond.
EG though, right? They got
Yep.
tons of like if they collapse onto a hero, Evil Geniuses will struggle to keep that hero alive. Sure, they can land a couple of good combos in from Kunkka, Queen of Pain, but that one hero that Immortals jump is likely just to get annihilated within a fraction of a second. So it feels like EG need a BKB carrying core, like maybe a
Troll?
Lifestealer here or a Troll or a Clinks is going to come out for
Now select
Arteezy.
your heroes.
Cool. Very. It feels very single target focused outside of, you know, a few ultis here and there from EG. Clinks does bring a lot of damage to the table.
Yeah, it really is single target focused.
It's basically.
I guess that just clinks in a nutshell, though.
Yeah. X
Okay.
someone, drag them back,
Yeah.
and slay them.
Crit's basically playing Disruptor this game. I mean, you definitely need mobile cores. I was trying to think, like, I really do feel like Ember would have been the kind of hero that up against this lineup that you want. Obviously, it was banned very early by Immortals, so they were probably thinking about this, like, heroes that are very good against this long-ranging style that they kind of have going on here. So, the
10
Clinks being
seconds
still
remaining.
fairly mobile and being able to keep up with people, keep chasing with the
5
Kunkka, keep
seconds
chasing with the
remaining.
Queen of Pain. And then if they dive too deep, you can Uber Lord right out of there.
And
bad.
Clinks is pretty tanky as well with the Death Pact. May survive through some of the nuke damage, but yeah, I like that you've picked up this long range. They've got this artillery coming out, right? Ice Blasts and
Yeah.
Laguna Blades. So it's going to be the QO, Lina, MP on the Veno. Forev will take the offlane Jakiro. Good, good, good. Everything looks normal. For those of you just joining us, this is game 1 in the best of 3 between Immortals and Evil Geniuses. Danger is Sumail, and Kise is, of course, Arteezy. With a lovely anime name, as we believe it to be. Into game we go. Let's
Don't have
find
a
out.
Rezo standing in for another region, do we?
Resolution. Plays for OG, loses, gets knocked out, goes and plays for Empire. I don't know how they're doing, to be honest. I've got no idea how that match is going. But
Alright, well, if it doesn't go too well, maybe he'll show up on Immortals in 4 hours when they have another game versus EG. You never know.
you never know. I mean, maybe he stands in for EG. You know, Arteezy's got some anime to watch. He goes off and starts watching Bleach or Naruto or something. Resolution just comes in. Oh yeah.
Can you switch between game 1 and game 2 to the other team?
Oh,
And there's a question for you. Yeah.
Hell, I'll have to look up in the rule book for that one.
Dude, trust me, I tried to find a rule book.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They linked the
Anyway.
rule book in the lobby chat earlier, didn't they? I don't know if that was the actual rule book or just a link. I don't know how to
Yeah,
check
we
it.
hit quite the intro into this one, boys. But alas, here we are. We have heroes, we have lanes. Everything seems to be as expected from the draft. There's no big craziness. Oh wait, what's our TC? No, he's still okay. I saw some shared tangos and got freaked out for a moment, but no, he's still just getting a little bit of help. Support's just losing more and more of their resources these days. You have to give everything. Now even your safe lane needs some pool tangos. But he won't be the safe lane technically this game. He is going a little bit aggressive here. Wants to punch up the vendors. Oh, we got Jofi in the hood today.
Oh, yeah. Where do these tangos come from? Hang on, there's 4. So someone bought an extra set of tangos and shared all of them.
Yeah, that's the support with no items. Oh, let me just see here. Oh, that's Fear. Yep.
That is Fear on the Lich. Alrighty, what have we got? Forev heads up to top alone. QO gets the bounty rune, of course, and wanders on down towards middle lane. No one took this bounty rune, though, over towards the eastern part of the Radiant Jungle. I don't know if Immortals felt that it was going to get contested there by Evil Geniuses because they kind of were setting up for it, but the bounty rune is literally just going to stand there, not going to be taken at all. A bit of a waste, but maybe someone will wander past.
I've never seen a bounty rune expire for the very first one. I've never seen it go from 0 to 2 minutes without being expired. I've seen it get picked up like really late, but never the full expiration. Could this be the time? Find out in 1 more minute.
This definitely could. Dubu does get the D ward though. Clears through the Observer ward, which was giving a bit of vision there for the Clink's Lich aggressive dual lane. So they do have Universe in the 1v1 against the Chikiro up at top, and then the classic 2v2 mid. Lina against Quap, but then you have the battle between the Earthshaker and the Kunkka. And we've already seen the little scrap up near the Ancients happen. But Queen of Pain starts off very, very strongly in this lane. Better attack animation. Very swiftly moves into these denies. 5 and 3 already up on Sumail. As QO does struggle a touch, as his skill build here with the LSA and Fari Soul as his 1 and 2. No Dragon Slave means he can't secure these last hits as easily as maybe you would expect from Alina from what you've seen previously. Go for that 1-0-0 at level 1.
Smart play by EG, I think, the way they've set this up too. Denying some early experience over to the Venomancer. Doesn't do anything at level 1, so they can just bully the hell out of him right now. He's now finally skilled up Gale. Didn't have anything yet. They had blocked off both camps. They had a D ward 1. And now AA is going to find that rune. See, can't quite out. Oh, he pings it. He's like, whoa, can't you believe it? Check this out, guys.
He came here for the 2-minute rune. He's going to get he's going to get the first rune and the second rune. Lovely for Dubu. He's very happy about this. That's boots and an Observer ward. Oh, feels good to be a support. That's the dream. Absolutely.
Alright, so Lich will take his second creep out of the lane and now is making a maneuver here. So didn't get a chance to stack. He's going back for his own bounty rune, and Febby says, oh man, we are just rolling in the money right now.
Is he invis?
Oh, courier. Yeah, but it's not gonna. Is he gonna wait for this? Oh my god. They almost sent it back into him.
Oh my god, his Fisher blocked it.
Oh, but they're paying attention. Oh, busted. A solid effort though.
Nice try, Febby. Nice try. And they'll bring the courier back around. So that's the second null for Sumail and an Observer ward. Good stuff. These torrents just keep on landing though. QO continually pummeled in this lane. Sumail is tripling up the CS of the Lina. QO continues to have difficulties. I think Crit has landed, what, 3 out of the last 3? Was throwing them straight in onto the Lina, and there's really been no recourse here. No Fishers, no real setup stuns for QO to go in onto the Queen of Pain, who is winning the regen battle, winning the CS battle, pretty much owning the lane.
And meanwhile, Fear walks back into that small camp and body blocks this time. So no pull again. Really trying to punish this Vendel. This is shades of what was happening to poor No Tail. Getting bullied down bottom.
Fisher from Febby. LSA will not land though. Sumail with a swift blink. QO with a missed stun there. Times it incorrectly, unfortunately for him. As they've moved the Kunkka towards top lane to get some levels. Stacking and pulling now, getting himself closer to that level 4, which you really do want on Kunkka. Get that 2-0-2 going potentially. But we've spent a lot of time looking at mid, I think. You know, Sumail against QO, it's meant to be an explosive matchup, of course, player versus player. But we've got plenty of other good players to watch. MP bottom, Venomancer doing reasonably well in this bottom lane against the Clink's Lich, which is always going to be difficult with a sacrifice and just Clink's raw, natural damage that comes out of those searing arrows. And up at top, how's Forever been faring actually? 17-2, but Universe with a Nice little Quelling Blade and a Soul Ring, just been spamming out spells, and now they'll go in on to Forev. Start things off with an excellent torrent with the nice little Firestorm coming down. Forev, Liquid Fire held the attacks there of Universe, but crit slaps him down. There's your first blood.
Finally. 4.5 minutes in. You know, I had a game the other day. 2 games in a row, 8-minute first bloods. That's not even possible. But, oh, Sumail, not going to be second blood. Man, he just blinks out of there. Playing it right to the edge. But, I mean, very long cooldowns, right, between the Fishers. So, you can kind of play pretty well around this 4 roll. Kunkka, not really a hero that suffers from that in between the X and the Torrent early on. Whereas, Shaker, you really only have Fisher. And he's going to go for another stack here for his Lina.
Kunkka's doing the same
thing.
That's
a tricky one to get, too.
Ooh.
Damn.
God.
Very well done. He had to cut his way through, walk him out, and they barely stayed outside of it. Wow, look at Sumail just TP back in lane. Look how, like, his HP. Just for this wave. Can't miss it.
2 range creeps. He gets them all.
Yeah, man.
And he's got a shrine ready as well.
Perfect.
Nice. Good stuff.
Very smart.
I like that as well. We see, you know, a lot of players, they move the 2 nulls, but some players, they don't bother moving the magic wand. They don't care about the branches and the stats there. Sumail cares. Sumail cares about the efficiency. And I care too. They start on bottom lane with the Gale into the cold feet. They'll trade though. Dubu dies. MP trying to take down Arteezy. He turns to battle the deny from Fear. Oh yes. They pair up so beautifully. Now Fear goes with a Frost Blast back into MP. Bit of a disaster down on this bottom lane as they really needed to secure that kill onto Clinks. He does die, but they don't get the money.
Father and son lane, man, this is adorable, isn't it? All they need now is for Fear to buy like a helm so that he can grab some creeps to bring to Arator to munch on. That would be true Coach Fear back in action, I think.
It sure would.
Who needs other items on Lich, honestly?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, what do I need from this Radiant lineup? I think it's a lot less clear than the Dire lineup. I don't know. Like, if I'm Dire, I'm just like, okay, cool. I have heroes that can take objectives. Nice.
You need.
If I'm Radiant, I'm like, well, I can take objectives really slowly.
Blink Earthshaker. Like, that is the.
Yeah.
For me, that is the one glaring thing that they're missing right now, you know? Okay, it's only 6 minutes 42 in the game. He's moving towards Arcanes. But now, as we look into the game further on, he needs Blink Dagger to make this game happen and work for Immortals. Sure, they can start deathballing and moving down into these buildings with Plague Walls and Liquid Fire, and they kind of chip away. But if you're going to be looking for a kind of a trade game like that, a Clinks, a Quap, they are going to beat you. And then, like you mentioned in the draft, they have this Underlord with a Dark Rift to be able to TP them from one lane to another and potentially trade a tower or get a tower and then come back to defend, so there is no trade. Clinks now takes full control of this bottom lane, just right-clicking down the Plague Wards, which they're level 2, MP, okay, sick, nice deny. But here comes the damage, Frost Blast from Fear, the right-clicks from Arteezy, 2 more should do the trick, I think, no, maybe 3. Oh, through the trees, he fogs them. MP, he slides away, the Venom somehow makes a sneaky escape.
Top lane, they're trying to be sneaky as well up here onto Universe. He's, I think Febby might be the only initiator in this entire game. Like, I guess Lina can buy a Shadow Blade, but honestly, that's pretty much it. That's one of the problems with the Underlord. It's like Nature's Prophet, kind of. Both involving some sort of like map movement, and manipulation, and stuff like that. And yeah, he has a stun in the root, but honestly, it's not, you know, it's not an initiation. You can't start a fight with it.
Yeah,
he's having a fight started on him.
He is mega dead. Yeah, he's one of those heroes that kind of, like a bristleback, right? He kind of just wanders in and hopes people will come towards it. Oh,
speaking of wandering in. Oh!
Just about caught that. Just about. No T-Tours here just yet. Clinks.
I got him.
Just walks in mid lane now. Similar thing. X-Mark out from crit with a Sonic Wave. Sumail secures it. EG off to a pretty damn amazing start so far across these lanes. Underlord is like the sacrifice top. He's just tanking up, buying items, getting experience. He's level 7.5. He's okay with dying every once in a while as long as, oh, mid lane, have they gone in again? Crit's found Febby. Now Clinks arrives. Great play out from EG. Very reminiscent of, dear Lord, when was it? It was Fear Clinks back at Frankfurt 2013 or whatever it was, when he really started that whole 6-minute ganking and roaming kind of play style. You know, he'd get 6 on Clinks, move into the enemy jungle, look for a creep to eat, then you start ganking into mid lane, into enemy safe lane. Of course, here it's a bit different. Arteezy in the aggressive dual lane has a much easier swing through into the Radiant jungle to eat the creep and then gank into the mid lane. But still very, very early rotations all round from EG. Like we were saying, Earthshaker really is the only hero that can stop this from happening. Febby has a lot on his plate, trying to buy Blink Dagger, trying to farm,
and that
trying
stack
to make sure
for QO. They're thinking about. Oh, I think they might just find.
They have X and Torrent. QO's dead. They've got it lined up perfectly. The LSA. Oh.
Up. That's you gotta throw the taunt out if you're crit there.
Arteezy's still going. Oh no, he's given up. Yeah, that just happened.
Oops. Happens.
That's an
Rough.
oopsie.
Yeah. Should have played Wyvern, I guess. I don't know. It's rough.
God, dear Lord.
Sorry.
That was out of control, Trent. That was
That was out of hand.
That was out of line. It's out of everything.
Oh, crit! Nice DP, nerd! Fissured.
I think this kill bottom is a little more important.
Like, are you serious, dude?
Oh, MP TP. They've got vision though. They see him. This observer ward deep in behind. Now he look back up the top. Febby, Echo into the enchant. Looking for the damage onto crit, but he's trapped inside the root. Ulti from the Unlord. I'm not sure this is going to work. There's a lot of damage coming in from Forev and Dubu, and they do secure another kill. Immortals.
Right. We were thinking Febby was going to have to turn up when he finally got the blink. But one could say this guy's on Molly or something, because what he gets the Fissure to stop the TP. So the Kunkka can't rotate and help in another lane. And then they try and go on him, and it gets turned around with help of Jakiro. Easy game.
Easy game. So, Underlord, Kunkka, they both fall, but you take a look at the rest of the map. Arteezy has basically soloed down this tier 1. There is a glyph here just to slow him down, but it's inevitable that it will fall, so just a little bit of annoyance there for Arteezy to slow down and wait and maybe get baited by the catapult, but he does take the last hit. And Queen of Pain, killed the Veno down a bot spot, now has the Veil fully completed, heading into what looks like a Lincoln Sphere here for Sumail. Not going to go for the Yule Scepter this game. A little bit spooky, up against Ice Path and LSA and Fissure and Ice Blast. You set yourself up for more danger than you save yourself from. Now look in Radiant Jungle, X-Torrent. 3 heroes here, 2 of them get caught by it. In comes the damage from Arteezy, not quite enough, as he's hit by the cold feet. He doesn't have invis, he has to stand and fight. Sumail arrives, and the Queen of Pain could potentially clean up. There is no Sonic Wave, but a good Scream and a Veil. Now the Chain Frost bouncing in from Fear.
That's a good split.
Back into the Jakiro, but LSA and Dragon Slave arrives from QO. Finally gets in with the Laguna Blade. Fear falls, the TP's out. Will secure some respite there for EG. All said and done. Immortals, they defend their jungle. They show them EG that it's not so plain sailing to try and contest.
Cold Feet is so good with Fissure and Ice Path, because this Ancient Apparition, he just cold feets you, and you're like, all right, well, I'm just gonna man up on you, because I can just kill you before this thing even goes off, or maybe you think you can just start running away from it or something after a couple of right clicks, but these guys just stun you from out of fog, and suddenly all your calculations kind of go out the window because this Fissure's just insane range, or maybe there'll be an Ice Path later on in the game. It's an interesting little combo, and I mean, that time it catches up onto Arteezy.
Febby is
going to play here.
Halfway towards his Blink Dagger, but Forever in the mid lane. Pummeled by Arteezy. 1,600 gold away from that Desolator now on the Clinks. Closing in on it very, very quickly. And losing their towers at a drastic rate as well. Immortals trying to defend top with the Earthshaker. I don't know if Lina can do too much about mid. Moving into the Bloodstone now is QO. Oh, the courier, the point booster, one more hit, Sumail gets it. That's 1,200 net worth down the drain for a good couple of minutes now. That's QO.
Didn't have to throw out the Sonic Wave. Just the right click, nice. I thought she was going to have to throw the ulti for it. But caught it in time. What do you think about the Bloodstone? I mean, we kind of been discussing how the Bloodstone has been, certain regions go for it, other regions not so much.
Yeah. A lot of people liking, the Shadow Blade or the Yules. Some people like the Yule's Ether Lens still even, but Bloodstone often comes out after one of those initiation items, but is the jump in onto Lina, taken out of the game.
That can't happen.
That really can't. Ice Blast.
That's the problem.
I'm not going to do too much. This Chain Frost though, bouncing back into the Jakiro. The Hood though, already up for Forev. EG obliterate yet another target. Another name crossed off their list as they really are taking control of this game. Net worth-wise, how are we looking? 6.4k on Quap, 6 on the Clinks. Desolator is very close, 600 gold away, and after this Ancient stack, they'll be even nearer to it. 5 to 10. And Immortals, when do they start executing their plan? When do they start moving to like pressure tier 1 towers? Do you think they're strong enough, or are they just too scared of what's going to be there defending them?
I just can't get over how fast the, like, they have so much kill threat with this combo of the Queen of Pain and the Clinks, and then I look at Arteezy, and he's over here just farming a double stack of Ancients, grabbing this. It's about to be 15 minutes, the camps are all about to come back, and he's going to have a Desolator. So they can kill, like, structures and,
another
so
deny. Fear denied Clink spot, now he denies tier 1 mid. They turn around on Jakiro and get the kill as well. Forev, he thought that he could extend just enough to kill the tower and then back off, but Evil Genius is on point again. With these moves, rotations in, perfectly timed. And top lane, this setup looks like it's going to accomplish close to nothing, unless Sumail overstays, but it's got to be a great fisher into LSA here from Febby and QO. Pop, tries to blink. There's the LSA, finally gets the kill. Echo Slam expended, just for good measure. Febby makes damn sure that Sumail is in the ground and not
didn't get the money
away.
Though. You need that for the Blink Dagger. That's alright. 100%. I'm down with it. And parts of the Bloodstone continue to pour out here. Only one away as we pull towards that Vitality booster. So, as long as they have the Blink Dagger when you get the Bloodstone, I think that's probably the most important thing here. Just so that, like, there's someone to cover the Lina, so she can play aggressively, be at the forefront, actually be farming waves, and then there's this threat of punishment from Febby. So you try and go on my Lina. I know she's a priority target because she has this Bloodstone. I'm going to be there to back her up and throw an Echo Slam on top of you guys if you fuck it up, basically.
And they're actually going to smoke now. Dubu and Forev. Cold Feet, Ice Path, Dual Breath. They've got tons of slows, I guess. And actually, look at what Dubu's built. 1-4-1-1. Skill-wise, sorry, not item-wise. He's actually maxed the Vortex, so all of this magic damage is going to be huge. Massively amplified, and then the Veil done. Yeah, it's done. Venomancer has it done. Done. I'm going to say that word about 1 million more times until it leaves my vocabulary. But Veil and Vortex, EG pre-BKBs, they can get blown the hell up.
Yeah, that's something that we've seen a couple times. I mean, I do love it with the Pugna, not gonna lie, but I'll take it without Max Vortex. So who's our big target for that? Also, the Lincoln Sphere. The more I don't know, I'm not really getting it.
Laguna Blade.
And that's it though.
That's pretty much it. I mean, what else could he have gone for? I feel like Lincoln's
like
on
BKB.
Yeah, see that's the thing, right? Is I feel like Lincoln's on Queen of Pain, especially for Sumail. He's probably the primary player that does this. It feels a lot more like the Morphling Lincolns, you know, where we see a bunch of
the trigger warning kind of thing.
Just so you can blink the hell away, but also just having mana regen, a bit of stats, being able to split push a touch. It helps as an all-round item, just be nice and helpful for the Queen of Pain. Or also the BKB.
It also means he can't be Yule's set up later, which is probably going to be an issue, but...
And also, BKBs are so much stronger if you buy them 35, 40 minutes in, so he can wait for the BKB, not run through all the charges in the first 25 minutes against all this magic damage, which you probably find yourself stuck in a position where you have to do that.
Smoke up back there, and this is with the Blink Dagger. The net worth is just pretty much still the same little level that has been for a while. 3 Dire Heroes still on top, all 3 cores. There's a little chunk of Radiant ones up there, especially the Shaker, who's keeping up. Sadly with his own safe lane Veno, who needs some kills with his Veil. Trying to come online here. Dire being flanked from behind here.
Yeah, Dubu spotted someone out. I think he saw the Queen of Pain or someone move across when he placed this Observer and Sentry.
Alright, they're just going in.
High ground they go. Pressure onto tier 3.
Respect us, please.
Force EG back, yeah. Come and deal with this. Good Torrent into boat, and the X is there onto Forev with the Veil in. The Hood mitigates so much of that damage now. The Ice Blast lands in onto Universe. They've got a Chain Frost though. There's the Blink Echo. Febby into the base, kills off one. Looking for another, but he's going to burn here through the Sonic Wave and the right clicks of Sumail. Another X. Potential Torrent. Crit will land this one for sure onto MP, and Sumail stands his ground on top of this round. They'll take down 3. Only one loss, they're looking for more, but Dubu has already TP'd away. The deny from QO. Realizing
Damn, that was pretty sexy. That was like last second deny. As the arrow was about to hit him. That's maybe a little bit deep. I love how much EG were holding their ultis too. Like they weren't willing to commit everything on top of that Jakiro. They were just kind of waiting, knowing, you know, the rest of the team's here. If they want us to do that, throw some stuff away. And the pit from Universe. I mean, we talk about how it's not really that great initiating or doing anything, but when they're approaching your tower like that, I think he hit them all. And it delayed the blink from Febby, so he finally felt pressure to do it because he saw these heroes, and they couldn't get any of the big kills that they really needed.
What was Arteezy doing?
I think he got, if I'm not mistaken, I believe he got echoed and then came over for a shrine and then rotated back in here, but I'm not sure.
He just ran around, did Arteezy things.
And then he almost killed Belina, obviously.
Okay. Well, he's moving into a BKB now. He will get that very soon. 20 minutes in, and Arteezy just waiting around. He's got the soul ring to go. Switches through his treads. There we go. Death Pact forward, but Immortals, they hold this high ground again, always grouping up. And EG, they're not really split pushing these lanes. I think, yeah, sending Universe down towards the bottom lane to just keep this one away from the tier 1. Force Immortals to address it as it reaches their own tier 2. Just make sure that this 5-man kind of death ball, it almost feels like, gets split up somehow, because that's when EG can start picking them apart with Clinks, with the crit Kunkka. Just trying to get these individual targets like QO up at top. Torrent misses, so will the boat. X mark in, but you're right. You are right, there is no deny. The damage from the Clinks, more than enough to secure it. Even scanning behind, looking for anyone that was straggling, looking to defend the Lina, but QO was fully alone.
Man. Yeah, that's the problem, these Lina Bloodstones we've been seeing. Every time, this feels like it's what happens. They die 2 or 3 times in a row, and the item is just a giant... You might as well have a Midas or something. I don't know. It's painful to watch. And Sumail has his Lincoln Sphere, so as you're saying, like the split push is definitely there from him. Feels confident enough in his abilities that he doesn't need something like the BKB. Wants non-stop farming, uses an acceleration item while also still being partially defensive.
I wonder what's next for him though. Like, do you move into a BKB anyway after the Lincolns just to be even more defensive? Or do you want to go for some kind of aggro item?
I would like a BKB personally. I think it's very, very good this game.
Yeah.
I don't think there's that much value in the Shivas. I could see maybe... I don't even think he needs Scythe, honestly. They're all pretty squishy. No one's going to have a BKB anytime soon on the Radiant.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd be fine with the BKB. Does she really need anything else?
Just buys a Maelstrom or something, right? I can see Sumail doing that, just going like treads Maelstrom at this point. Get some more damage output. Farming nicely back here as the Immortals. Shadowblade is done for Lina at long last, but 7 Bloodstone charges down the drain already. You would love the Shadowblade to come up, so you could go and add to your total of 12 and increase it. Unfortunately, not going to be, as Dubu's done a reasonably good job keeping his wards and sentries placed in spots around the Roshan pit, knowing that the Clinks is very likely just to pop his head in there. But Arteezy, top lane, alone, goes in Viz and runs back up into the trees. Dubu with a dust and an ice blast. Oh, they get vision for a split second. Well, there's nothing to stop the TP close enough. The blink of Febby was still on cooldown. But yeah, here's the split push. Universe has he TP'd bot, and he's literally just walked down this lane. No one has come to stop him. Crit is behind the Underlord. They have Fear and Sumail both making this long rotation down. There's no tier 2 top to take. There's no tier 1 mid to take. So Immortals, this has to net them some big amount of damage onto the tier 3, but I just don't see them having the time. Tier 3's already, tier 2's already gone down in the bottom lane.
And they only got 25 damage on their last push up there. But they're going to go for Roche. They have the Solar Crest probably? Yeah, by now in Jakiro. He's been building it for a while. But here comes the Underlord. He has his Greaves done. They're flying on the Courier right now. So obviously Ice Blast can't have an issue with that. And Arteezy's in the backline. He might actually find said Ice Blast right away. Oh, they just see each other and Dubu's like, oh.
Who have they X'd? Oh, it's Lina. Ice Path flies out from Forever. Good Fisher. Maybe an Ice Blast. Yes, it will come through, but miss it. BKB. Echo Slam from Febby cancelled out. Not going to hit onto anyone. And now MP pummeled by RTZ. One more hit, but the TP succeeds in the back lines. They've killed off QO. An Ice Path will hold in Sumail, but Forever is surely going to fall. MP does kill Fear with some spells spat out onto the Lich, but this secures Roshan for Evil Geniuses. As Sumail's not done, he wants more. There's blood in the water, and Dubu, frozen. Sumail?
Run, Dubu.
There we go. There we go. Dubu, nice jukes, nice little footwork there. Unfortunately, not quite going to do the job as Crit stands dead on top of the Aegis to allow Sumail to blink in and take it. Now you've got 3,000
double
gold
pipe
on Quap.
complete now. Yeah. I mean, once your Lina dies this many times, you don't defend her Bloodstone. It feels you don't accelerate her Bloodstone for that matter, because you don't really have any other heroes that do it. Problems have arisen. It's understandable. They definitely wanted an earlier draft here, but they did not hit the timing they were expecting, I don't think.
Double pipe, you say?
Yeah, man. Sounds good to me. Look at this Radiant team. I'd be triple piping up on this thing. Let's go.
Which game was? Oh, it was Kingwin, right? That had triple pipe in one of their games. That was fun.
Hell yeah, dude. Look, they have double pipe and a Glimmer Cape. That's like 2.5 pipes. But like, honestly, why not? Like, it's just all magic. Lena's right clicks and that's it. Well, speaking of Lina, maybe she'll get a Bloodstone charge. Nope, she canceled her TP. She's gonna stick with the Shaker.
Way too spooky just to go up there alone.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Venomancer setting up all these wards mid, just trying to stop Sumail from pushing too hard in across this river. But again, Immortals, they have to 5-man, it feels like. They are all clumped up, 5 heroes around the kind of top third of the map, looking for a big brawl. Some big 5v5, clash heads with EG, try and get it done. But I don't even know if they're strong enough to do that, because you see Forever 4 hit down by Killings immediately, just obliterated. Now the chase comes on through. They're not going to find the AA. Does TP out successfully as the Queen of Pain still hunting, looking for more. Creep wave. That's what you'll find. MP, Febby, and QO, they all get the hell out of that top lane. Start shoving. Start shoving these waves as quickly as you can. You can't defend tier 2. It has to be a high ground defense if EG decide to push it.
5v5 is a lofty goal right now for Immortals. I feel like they're almost always going to be a disadvantage. The pickoff potential is crazy. There's the dance coming up from Crit. Wave that sword around. Get the music going. Very nice.
Again. Again.
Invisibility.
Is he going to do it again? He's not going to do it again, is he? I'm going to keep watching him. Going to keep watching him. There's an illusion rune down at bot spot. Queen of Pain. Shiver's Guard is done. Bottle has been sold. And now Sumail looking for this QO Lina. They don't have any reveal on them, I don't believe. Yeah, there's nothing on Crit. Nothing on Arteezy. No gem, no dust. So they won't be able to find the Lina just yet. As we can probably expect this Lich to buy a gem soon, right?
I think Crit maybe. I think Lich. Well, I would think Crit probably. He can afford it. What else is he gonna buy? He wants to buy a set of drums. Okay, fair enough. But he could just buy it right now. They're so far ahead. When's the Aegis? What's our issue with that? 2 more minutes. Yeah, I feel like you just buy a gem now and go for the high ground.
Push on up. Let's breach. We're moving around, clearing out creep waves, mid and bot, hard pushing in. And you can see Immortals, their response is like, well, they're pushing 2 lanes and they're probably going to trade better than us, so we'll just go hard in on this tier 3. Maybe we'll force them back, see what happens. But I think Immortals are very quickly going to realize that they have to TP back. So the glyph is used on a tier 2. They're trying to slow this one down. This might work. They're clearing top creep wave pretty quickly, but EG after this tier 2, they can come back and address it. There's the Underlord ult, and this is why it's so impressive. They come back on force. And now there's no push anymore. So they trade a tier 2 for a nothing.
Hey, whoa, hey. They got 25 more damage on that tier 3 up there. Watch yourself.
Okay, Trent.
Yeah. The bright side Aegis expires in 45 seconds. So there's that.
That's a good thing going for Immortals, right?
Yep.
As I slip on my chair, my little armrest disappears. Queen of Pain How long do we have?
All right,
30 seconds.
And can they kill her?
Shadow Blade wearing off. They have Blink Echo, level 2 for Febby.
He has Shiva's Aura. He has 2240 HP, 31 armor.
I deserve.
And now
and
she's
just
blinked
basic
away.
magic resistance. With the Ice Blast, they could probably kill her.
Yeah.
And they're going to be there. They got a nice timer going here. Okay, 8 more seconds. Here we go.
Time
Down
to go.
to the science here.
This
3,
should
2,
be good. Fisher.
1.
Oh!
no!
They killed it too quickly.
Call GG. It's over. Just call it.
Oh no. That's disastrous. That's actually disastrous. Like half a second, a fraction of a second. I mean, you're laughing because you're, I don't know, sadistic or something. I feel really bad for Immortals. They knew they had the timing. They knew it was close. Then the Ice Blast is like, nah, mate. Gonna kill the Queen of Pain half a second too early. A high ground push is coming in from EG now. This is dangerous for Immortals. The Fisher, where is it? No, not coming. The Torrent had already landed, and with this BKB for Arteezy up onto the tier 3, easily brings it low. The Queen of Pain blinks aggressively forward. I thought Sumail blinked back for the Sonic Wave. Takes down the Ancient Apparition and then blinks away with the Arcane Rune paying off dividends already. Ice Wall and the ulti from the Venno. The Force Staff tries to and does succeed actually at sending the Underlord away, and Sumail might just die to this. Liquid Fire wears off. Oh, very close. Very close. The Stick Charters came into play there.
Cute attempt there from Febby. I think there might have been a couple Force Staffs there. I know Febby has one and MP has one as well, so they were trying to separate him from his allies. Nice try.
An attempt was made.
They get a tier 3. God, that was funny. So they should be working towards those shrines now soon. Try and get that next Roche for themselves for EG. Lina down to 2 Bloodstone charges.
Oh no, don't say things like that.
Can we get to the magical 1 Bloodstone charge?
I mean, it's going to happen. Sumail, Fisher,
no.
and Chant doesn't land, unfortunately. Febby barely misses out on the AoE of the Enchant Totem and the Aftershock. And they would have maybe killed Lina there with an Ice Blast and everything else thrown into the mix, but it is not to be. Immortals 8-22, EG definitely leading the charge in this game, and the 5-man continues. Bottom not being defended at all here by Immortals, as top lane and mid lane are their homes for the entirety of the game.
Yeah. Yeah, they have lost a lot of the map.
Crit is definitely hunting for something, looking for that X onto a target. Not going to find it just yet.
Bottom tower is under attack.
He's going to X mark someone who's TPing back home. Is that Arteezy? It is.
Probably Arteezy, yeah.
Let's bring it. Oh, he's got the gem. Arteezy's bringing the gem.
There you go.
There we go, boys. Who wants it? Who wants the Fear gem? Lich bought it, spent all his money. Fear, fear, fear. Always looking out for his team. Is Arteezy just going to hold it?
Money on that Force Staff. I mean, it replaces Soul Ring. Not a big deal. Probably the best hero, right? I don't think you want to take anyone to Queen slots because she's probably going to have the Aegis. And he will go in towards that Maelstrom as the next item.
That's big. That's big. Well, what's the plan for
You
Immortals?
just try and play around Roche, right? I mean, you got Roche heroes in terms of fighting around the pit. At least that's one thing you can do decently well. But you're down 22k. There's definitely no mystery for them, I'm sure, as to the odds on this one. But you try and turn around EG style. The Ice Blast and the Dunk.
Force
EG are
staff.
here.
There's MP up onto the high ground as well. He's put himself in a really awkward spot as the damage from Arteezy pummels on through, and the blink in from Plop. The Sonic Wave will do it all. This is Immortals getting ripped to shreds by Evil Genius. It's a double kill for Artur as he gets the triple to his name. Dubu falls. One buyback there is available. Belongs to the Lina. But you can only imagine how much pain and suffering these barracks are going to feel. The wrath of Arteezy through backdoor regeneration, through Glyph almost. Destroy the barracks and then get back. Sure, which lane? How about both, top and mid? Both gonna take sustained and substantial damage. In fact, so much damage that it forces Immortals to tap out. Game 1 goes to EG. A simple affair as they completely outlane their opponents.
Yep. Matchups, pretty much all EG favored. I mean, Shakiro can hit some creeps, but I don't know. He didn't really have much of an impact. They just never found a team fight. They needed something huge with that Shaker Blink. Lena wasn't even a hero this game because she bought a Bloodstone and then lost all the charges. She couldn't even farm because she lost so much of the speed with the mana regen. And Sumail was unstoppable. 9-1 and 9. Arteezy as well. 10-2-6. Well supported by both Crit and Fear. Overall, just a pretty stellar performance from EG.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And this is single elimination best of threes throughout the ESL One Hamburg qualifiers. So technically, EG are 1 game away from moving through to, I believe, the semi-finals, while Immortals are 1 game away from just being knocked straight out. Yeah. It is the semi-finals up for EG or Immortals if they win this series. So we'll take a short break and we'll be back with game number 2 coming up very soon. See you then.